All right, did you get your database created? I hope. Okay, now once again, this is a little bit difficult for me because we're all using slightly different interfaces, but what I can do is I can show you the process that's involved, at least for cPanel, right? And hopefully it'll be very similar to what you find yourself working with. So once I've created the database, I had to click go back, don't forget. And then what I would do is I would scroll down on this screen and notice that I have an area here for MySQL users. So the next step in the process is actually twofold. I have to create a new user for the database, and then I have to add the new user to my database that I just created. So notice that I have this MySQL users section once I scroll down. So what I would do is I would throw in a username and a password for the new user that I'm going to have you create. Now, once again, I have to take note that the username is being preceded by my cPanel username. So I have to keep that in mind and maybe jot this down on a scrap piece of paper as I go so I don't forget anything. So I'm going to throw in the username. I'm going to throw in the password there twice, and then I would click on Create User. Now, the next screen that shows up for me, at least, asks about privileges, and I mark off all of the privileges and then create the user. And then once that's finished, I had to click go back once again, which brought me back to the screen, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and notice now I have this area here, add user to database. And what I'd have to do is select the new user that I had just created, and then select the database that I've created, and then add that user to the database. I hope that makes sense. So all we're doing at this stage of the game is creating a new user, adding all privileges for that user, and then applying the new user to the new database.